The next activity that I'd like to talk to you about is about making our own bookmaking with your child, because this is such fun and something your child might really enjoy to do. And all you need is a piece of paper, or you can have more pieces of paper if your child wants to make a bigger book. But I suggest you just start off with one, and you can have some photographs of your child or of you, of other family members, or you could have pictures of something from magazines, like pictures of vehicles or animals, or a selection of photographs, pictures from magazines, animals. If you haven't got any magazines, you could have a go at perhaps drawing some very simple pictures. You could do a smiley face or a sun, or something that's just simple for your child to recognise that drawing is of the sun or the moon or a cloud or a house. And then you could have those pictures all cut up. And what you could do is you could have a piece of paper folded over to make like a little book, and have a variety of things out for your child to choose from. So it can be, as I've said, some photographs if you've got any. It could be pictures from a magazine if you've got magazines, or a catalogue that you've cut out. If you've got a catalogue with lots of different things in and you want your child to choose the picture, you could have the catalogue out and you could cut the pictures out that your child points to, or you could have pictures that you've drawn of things that they'll recognise, like a house or a sun or a car or something simple. And the idea is to make a little book. And if you've got glue, then you can use the glue. If you haven't got glue, you can use sellotape. You could just cut the sellotape and put the pictures on. If you haven't got any glue or sellotape, then just have the piece of paper folded out, and you could just arrange the pictures on the piece of paper and just let them talk about them and let them choose them, because there'll be lots of language and them hearing words going on in that activity just by putting the pictures down and talking about the pictures. But if you have got glue or sellotape, you could maybe say, which should we choose for the first page, and that they choose the pictures they want to put on their first page. Now, if they just want to stick and have fun and choose the pictures, then don't force this into, oh, we're making a book, and make it that it has to be this wonderful, perfect book. That's not the point of the activity. The point of the activity is to be using the language and to be using the words and to be describing the pictures that they're using. And if they do make a book on a piece of paper by the end of it, then that's an added bonus, and that's fantastic. And if that happens, you can keep that and come back to it and say, should we look at our book together, the book you made? And you can keep going through it, and you can point to the objects and say, look, there's a picture of you, or there's a picture of a car. Do you remember? You chose the picture of the tree and of the sun and of the lorry or the bus. And you can, and if your child really enjoys this, you can extend it and say, should we make a book all about vehicles, and just have pictures of cars and trains or animals or whatever. If your child doesn't really show an interest in making books, don't force the issue. Just have fun choosing pictures, looking at pictures, and move on to a different activity if they're really not showing an interest. That's absolutely fine. But if they are, this is a really, really fun and great activity to do with your child, where lots of words are used, and we can really be using that language and enjoying and fostering an enjoyment of books as they make their own.